Hello, this is Dave at CarTitles.com and TitleRecovery.com. If you're receiving this video by email, it's very likely that you'll be receiving your title shortly. And what I'd like to do is share with you what we've been working on for you for the last few weeks and what you can expect to receive as far as your title for your vehicle. There's several paths to getting you a clear title for your vehicle, which we may have used. We may have gone through a level 1 title recovery all the way up to a full-blown level 3 title recovery. And in some cases, we're able to restore a prior title to the vehicle, which may have been lost or misplaced or damaged, and you may receive a restored version. In some cases, we may have to go and extinguish all of the prior ownership interest, any claims to the vehicle, any ownership, any liens or loans on the vehicle, and then create a new title in your name so you have a clear title. So what you may receive is something that looks like this. This is a stamped title that may appear in your mailbox very shortly. In some cases, you may also receive what's called a registration title, which is also a legal title ownership. The title itself may not be from the state where you currently are. It may come from a state where the vehicle used to be. It may come from a registration title state. In any event, what you do is you take that title, just like if you moved, right? If you, let's say if you lived in Ohio and you moved to, let's say, Virginia, and you had an Ohio title for your car, now you have to get new Virginia license plates. Simply carry that title, which may look like this, over from when you move from Ohio, you go to Virginia, you just turn that in and they give you a new one. So even if your title arrives and it's from a different state, all you got to do is present it to your current state to get your registration and your license plates. In some cases, if you receive a registration title, something like this, you may actually already receive a set of plates for the vehicle. So keep that in mind too. They may not be from your state, but it may allow you to drive over there to get the plates from your state. You don't want to leave those out-of-state plates on your car for too long since you're using it in a different state. So that's important to do. One of the things you will not receive from us is any kind of mechanics lien title. The mechanics lien titling process is strictly reserved for cars that have been left at a garage and somebody didn't pay for the repairs or pay for storage, and the lien on the car is used to basically repossess the car from the legal owner and pass title along to somebody else. We don't use that process. That process actually in almost every state requires that the car be auctioned off to the highest bidder, not just transferred to somebody who has the car right now. So that's something that we don't use. So you won't have any kind of mechanics liens, any kind of stamps on the title for a claim against it. You probably won't receive a bonded title unless you and our client services have specifically discussed bonded titles in the past. You won't have a title with a bond encumbrance on it. It'll be a clean title in your name at your address. Depending on the process, it may have taken 20 or 30 man hours of our time working on it. Usually the DMV takes about 22 days, working days on average, plus weekends. So it's usually a 3 to 4 week process, sometimes a little bit longer depending on how complex it is. But once you receive your title, it'll be free and clear. All your fees are paid to the DMVs. You may have to, of course, pay a fee to register in your own state, but that would be separate for the new registration. So keep in mind that your title, as it may appear, may have a different state on it and maybe a registration title versus a stamped title. But either way, it's going to be in your name. It'll be a clear title. You can do the next thing you want to do with that car. You can sell it and transfer the title over. You can register it. You can insure it, which brings up a very important point. Before you drive that vehicle on the street, be sure you have good insurance on it, because as of now, if anything happens to that car, the liability will remain with you. So contact your insurance agent and make sure you get a good insurance policy. So even if you drive it to the DMV to get your plates and unfortunately something happens to it, your damage is going to be covered, or damages to another car will be covered. Make sure you get good insurance on the car. If you do have questions about your title when it's received, feel free to give us a call. Congratulations on getting that title for your vehicle. Just make sure the name is spelled correct, but Be aware that you may have a different state that shows up or a registration title, but it's nothing to worry about. It's just exactly like if you move from one state to another. The title is issued from that state, and you can just convert it to your home state, or maybe the state where you're going to sell it into, or you're going to move to later in the future. Thanks again for allowing us to help you restore your title for your vehicle. I know sometimes it's frustrating because you've had that car for a long time without a title, but very shortly, finally, you'll have that title in your hand, and you can do whatever you want with the vehicle.